Hey guys, and welcome to today's Coffee and Christ. Hope you're doing well today. Did you know that there is a correlation between golf and parenting?
What?
I know, it doesn't seem like there would be, but think about it for a minute. Golf. You got those long drives, just like in parenting. There are times when you get that long drive, you're setting yourself up, trying to set yourself up for success, but you're just kind of lobbing the ball out there, hoping that it goes where you want it to go. There are times when you got that putt, that difficult putt, and you can see the goal. You can see the goal as a parent, but you're not exactly sure how to get there, and you realize that the path from here to there is going to be a little bumpy. There's those times when it's a gimme. It's right there by the hole.
Tap
in. Yep, you can tell, hey, I've got this, no problem. Every once in a while, you get a hole in one. You don't know why this parenting trick worked. You don't know how it happened, but thank the Lord that it did. We're praising God, hallelujah, right? You got times when you're in the rough.
I've seen you in the rough.
I tend to lose a lot of balls. They tend to go every which way. It's just part of it. But there are those times when you're in the rough and you realize that it's going to be a challenge to get out of it. Then there are those times when you swing and you don't see where the ball went. You have no idea where it's at. It's gone. Same thing in parenting. You don't know where you are. You don't know how you got here, and you have no idea how to get out. Same thing happens.
Golf.
But you know what? There's one thing in golf that I think has even a greater correlation with parenting. And that's the crowd. You know, in golf, all you ever really hear is people aren't really allowed to say anything.
Quiet.
If only that were the way it was in parenting. In parenting, there is a plethora of people looking and watching, and they all seem to have an opinion. It's even become greater with the advent of social media and things along those lines. And as a parent, you'll be reading this article about how to make your parenting better. The top 5 things to make your parenting better and to change your life forever. And you'll be reading along, you'll read one thing, and oh my, I must be a horrible parent because I'm not doing that. 3 days later, you're reading another article which says exactly the opposite of what the other one said. And oh my, I must not be a good parent because I'm not doing that.
There's a lot of noise out there.
There's so much noise. Then you got your good friend, right? Your friend over there, and they probably meant well. In fact, you probably took it in a way that they probably didn't mean. But nevertheless, what you heard them say was, "You're not a good parent." Then there's those times in the store. What is it about kids and their fits in the store? They seem to save the real humdingers for the store. And everybody turns and looks at you, and you can hear all their thoughts of what a horrible parent. The reality is we're all just trying to do the best we can. And I believe that every parent is striving to do the very best that they can do. Now, we all have room for improvement. That's part of being human. But I think we're all striving to do the best that we can. So the first thing is we've got to give ourselves a little bit of a break. We as parents, we're not going to be perfect. Well, try as we might, we're not going to be.
We're not going to hit every fairway.
Unfortunately, we're not.
No.
And then we got to give each other a break, too. I mean, parenting's hard enough without riding one another, without belittling one another. Brene Brown, who's a shame researcher, she talks in terms of who should you listen to. Because there is benefit in learning from one another. It's not that we should just try and parent all on our own. That would be foolish. But who can we listen to? Because there's benefit in learning from one another and growing from each other's experiences. We listen to the people who have earned the right to be there.
The caddy.
Yeah, the caddy. They're on the golf course, a professional golfer. The crowd's quiet. He's not really listening to them. But there is one person who he listens to.
The caddy.
The caddy. About the approach, about what he should do, about the lay. Same basic thing. You listen to the people who've earned the right to be there, the people who care about you, who have invested in your life, the people who you believe have earned the right to have input. Everybody else, we should just treat as noise within the background that is there. Now, that sounds relatively simple, but the reality is it's hard. At some point, we hear the crowd squawking, and when that happens, when you hear the voice in your head that says you're a bad parent, that you're horrible at what you're doing, and your kids are going to be messed up forever, go to the person who has earned the right to speak in your life and ask them, here's what I'm feeling, here's what I'm thinking, is this valid? And let them help you work through that. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May His face shine upon you and give you strength.